The worst possible thing you can do with Donald Trump is meet with him in person and try to play him, Graham lectured Kim in a statement a day after Trump shocked the world by agreeing to meet with the North Korean leader. If you do that, it will be the end of you and your regime. On the surface, this was about nuclear diplomacy. But the obvious subtext, as it often is with Trump, was golf. Unmistakably, at least to me, Graham was basing his remarks on his own experience last October, when he met with Trump in person, at Trump National Golf Club in Virginia, and tried to play him. In 18 holes, the president finished off the job of demolishing his old rival, a battle that began in the 2016 presidential campaign. Graham didn't even make it until the end of 2015. According to the definitive account of the match, he ended up owing Trump $30 on their wager, of which he had only $5 on him at the time. Some observers have suggested that Trump allowed Graham to pay off the remainder of the bet with his soul. A few months earlier, Graham had called out Trump over his response to the Charlottesville neo-Nazi rally, in remarks that Trump called a disgusting lie, but shortly after they began golfing together, Graham reported seeing signs of Trump growing into the job, and remade himself from one of Trump's fiercest critics to his chief congressional translator. Hence, the warning to Kim: if you don't want the fire and fury of Trump's 250-yard drives unleashed on you, don't play him. But does Kim even golf? Neither Trump nor anyone else has ever claimed to have matched the late Kim's 38-under par round. But the president is, by all the evidence, a very good golfer, as he is prone to pointing out himself, but that's not to say he isn't good. Alan Shipnuck's definitive analysis of Trump's game agrees that the president is surprisingly limber for a portly man of 6'2", and his good eye-hand coordination shows through in all aspects of his play, but especially in his ability to hole putts. Others, including The New Yorker's David Owen, have written about Trump's uncanny skill in putting, which makes sense to me. Hitting the ball into the hole from 4 feet away is hard precisely because it seems like it should be easy. On the greens, the enemies of performance are doubt, self-consciousness, and overthinking, things Trump has never been suspected of harboring. Trump's blithe disregard for the risks of being caught in a lie suggests he is unlikely to succumb to a case of the nerves. In fact, he used putting to illustrate why he thinks arming teachers to shoot back at assailants could work. I want highly trained people that have a natural talent, like hitting a baseball or hitting a golf ball or putting. How come some people always make the 4-footer, and some people, under pressure, can't even take their club back? I can think of a few other reasons why golf is Trump's game. It is a sport that ranks about midway between handball and yachting on the scale of expense, which he casts as a virtue, as he explained to Fortune magazine in 2015. Let golf be elitist. When I say aspire, that's a positive word. Let people work hard and aspire to someday be able to play golf. To afford to play it. Golf is also a venue for the kind of socializing Trump likes to do, with other rich businessmen and public officials, although we can't say for certain how much this goes on, since the White House mostly doesn't talk about Trump's time golfing. He famously denounced Barack Obama as a slacker for spending time on the golf course, and promised to work harder, but after 1 year as president, according to PolitiFact, Trump had played a minimum of 44 rounds of golf, compared to 29 over the same period for Obama. And there are other kinds of social contacts one can make while golfing. According to an account Stormy Daniels gave Slate's Jacob Weisberg, Trump's first encounter with the porn actress took place at a celebrity golf tournament in Las Vegas. I hadn't written that because he hadn't shot 71. We hadn't been playing for score, and we had given each other putts and taken other friendly liberties, as golfers inevitably do when they're just fooling around. I said something to that effect in the politest way I could think of, but he wasn't mollified. But nuclear diplomacy is a trickier game than golf.